Hello, hello, and welcome back as I finally unveil my master plan of the world in Perfidious Pete Plays Rimworld. And yeah, I know it's customary for a master plan to involve hijacking some nuclear weapons and holding the world hostage for a ludicrously small amount of money, while also working on restoring your relationship with your estranged son, but this plan isn't anything so grandiose as all that. It's not like I'm trying to kill Britain's greatest secret agent or something. Basically, I'm just setting up an elaborate scheme to deal with the space equivalent of termites. That's really what I'm doing. And as much as I wish I could just keep it simple and call the Orkin Man to deal with my termite problem, it's not really in the cards. This is the Rimworld Man, and unfortunately, Orkin's service coverage does not extend beyond Earth's atmosphere. Hell, Crusty Salt Mine really is so isolated, I can't even just run down to the Home Depot and pick up a few packs of DIY bug bombs. We gotta get old school on this shit. We gotta go full medieval. When it comes to infestations on the Rimworld, really you're down to just two choices. You can either wade in and bare knuckle the cats, which is typically a bad idea, or you can purge them with fire. Now, if I had Ellen Ripley in a P5000 workloader, you know, the bare knuckle option might be an entertaining little romp instead of a recipe for a disaster, but I don't. So instead, I'm going with fire. Purging with fire. If it works for witches, it'll work for bugs on the Rimworld. Holy crap, we finished another statue and I didn't notice. Let's take a look at it. A good sandstone sculpture. A small sandstone sculpture of good quality. What is it a statue of? A torso-sized piece of material sculpted into an artistic form. On this piece is a depiction of a squirrely squirrely. Yeah, good reading there, Pete. Nice work. It's a depiction of a squirrel frantically beating out a fire attached to her body while others looks on. She seems to be losing herself. If you squint your eyes, the unbalanced composition of the image reveals the outline of a horse, and the overall composition is square. This image tells the story of the squirrel catching fire on the 8th of fall, 5500. You know what, Sappy? That's a real odd artistic choice, buddy. We tell you to go build a statue, and what do you build a statue of? A squirrel on fire. That's a little weird, pal. That's a little weird. But it is a good quality small sandstone sculpture. It's no better than the one we've got in there. But I think what we'll do, let's reinstall this. We'll grab this, pop it over here in Flores's room, and then we'll take this one and just install it here in Crusty and Silver's room. Now, you know what? We'll wait for this one to get moved. Because I want it in the same spot, just for... I like things to be the same. That's all. Like symmetry. And now it's back to the plan I was so enthusiastically describing before I got distracted by a shiny object. Look at that squirrel! He's on fire! It's also got somebody's ham! Alright, enough Homer Simpsoning. So, temperature. Purging the insects with fire. This is my plan. How are you going to enact a purge them with fire plan, Pete? Well, it's pretty simple. I'm going to crank up some heaters, and we're going to toss them in here, and then if the bugs do come, we're just going to set these doors up to open and murder them all. That's it. That's the alpha and omega of my plan. That's how it works. Also, we're going to need to do one thing very different here, because I want this to be powered from outside, and I want it to be powered by a switch. I want it drawn from these batteries, yes, but I also want this to be directly connected and powered by a switch so that we can turn it on and off from outside the safety of these doors. That's the other thing I need. And the other thing we're going to need, we got to put in some vents here. So we're going to have to send somebody in to dig a little ventilation tunnel. And it's going to be exactly that. It's going to be just a ventilation tunnel. We're going to dig this out, put a vent here, and a vent here, and this will be empty space so that we can fuel the heat up in here. And in the event that we get attacked or an infestation happens, and the fact that this room is large, that's why it's so big. It's kind of designed to be the thing that attracts the infestations to us. That's my goal, is by having one large underground area, we can sort of force the infestation to occur here. And also, one thing I'm going to do to help encourage that as well, we're going to put some beds in here, specifically medical beds. Flores, why aren't you sleeping in your nice bed? Did I not assign this to you, Flores? Sleep in the big bed, dude. Oh, okay, never mind. You're in the hospital. You need a medical bed. That's why you're sleeping there. Anyway, reinstall that over here. If we put some beds in here, for whatever reason, and I don't know whether this is a design mechanic or just something that's sort of happens, I have noticed that bed is awful. What's our best quality bed? Flores, you have an awful wooden bed. All these beds suck. Like poor is the best we've got. All right, well, Sappy, I guess you need to keep that bed. But for whatever reason, infestations really seem to favor rooms that have beds in them. So my goal is to just make this sort of like a gigantic makeshift hospital. And hope that when the infestation comes, the fact that this room is huge and has beds in it sort of lures them into our little trap, and then we can just... gun turrets. Oh, so good. Okay. So, hold on a second, then. We got to pick our next research project, and this one is going to... What does drug production do? What does drug production do? It allows the creation of a drug lab. Further research is required to make specific drugs. I really kind of want that. I wouldn't mind picking up hydroponics so that we could start growing stuff inside. Passive cooler. Brewing would be really useful as well. It's either going to be, I think, hydroponics brewing or maybe Devil Strand. I would really like to get some... You know what? It's Devil Strand, actually. We need... Clothing is still an issue. We have a lot of colonists wearing tattered apparel. Sappy, you're not going to be idle. You're going to be doing research on Devil Strand. Get to work. Or alternatively... You should be sculpting, is the other thing you could do. Make a small sculpture. You know what? Let's add a bill. Let's make a large sculpture. What kind of resources do we have here for making large sculptures? Sandstone, slate. The slate's already actually kind of earmarked. That stuff's spoken for. Let's make a large sandstone sculpture. So make a large sculpture. Details only allow sandstone here. That's all we want. Oh, we can only pick stone blocks. Yeah, okay, we can, all right, we can limit it. Make me a large sandstone sculpture. That's what I want, and I want you to do that just the one time. This way, Sappy's got plenty of stuff to keep him busy all winter long. Flores, how the intestinal parasites treating you? They coming out in the wash, and by that I mean, are you filling is your morning bowel movement just filled with gut-wriggling parasites? If it is, you know, that's maybe a little personal question. I probably shouldn't have asked, because honestly, I kind of don't want to know. It's never a good idea to ask a stranger about their bowel habits. How's your bowel movement this morning? Did you have a good one? Was it a nice healthy brown? Did it float? Indicating that it has the proper fat content, or, you know, probably information P does not need to know, really. We have plenty of steel. So, since we have plenty of steel, the other thing we got to do, we got to up our security. We've been working on enhanced security measures, and this is going to be a big portion of that. We're going to put a turret here. I want to make sure this turret can cover... Yes, perfect. It reaches just the end of my little area. And we do want to space these out because turrets are vulnerable to explosives, such as grenades. We want to try and minimize that as much as possible. And I'm going to go a little insane here. I'm going to put up 3 turrets. Sandbags triple turret. This is some solid defensive structure. Now, these are going to require power. And again, these are something we're going to want to be able to control with a switch. So we're just going to slap that bad boy over here. We'll run some conduit right across. And conduit out to where the turrets are ultimately going to be. And our defensive position is getting just better and better. We got Marie outside chopping down trees to clear area for the curtain wall. We're going to have a triple turret action protecting us from any potential raiders. We're getting a right veritable little fortress working here. We should also speed up time, since watching this at low speed really only needs to be employed when you're doing something important, and we're really just sort of waiting for some stuff to get built. Bulk goods from Trader Toll Brexos. We got Trader. Man, these guys are kitted out. They got hogs, they got dogs of all varieties. They have 2 kinds of dogs. This is a shrewd trader, not 1, but 2 kinds of dog. He also has Muffalo. All right. We might be able to offload some of our garbage, too, which I would very much appreciate. Toxic fallout. A distant chemical fire has released a plume of poison over this entire region. Any person or creature not under a roof will be slowly sickened by the toxic dust settling out of the atmosphere. It will last for anywhere between a few days to over a month. Holy shit pickles. All right, toxic fallout's real bad. On the plus side, it's going to kill... Well, okay, there is really no plus side. It's going to kill basically every animal we don't hunt immediately. That's bad. That means we're really going to be... There's no hunting or no farming. But farming is not an issue because we're coming up on winter, so we couldn't freaking farm anyway. We got to make sure to keep Rick safe and probably our boom rat safe. So let's get... We need to... Okay, we're going to need to zone a couple safety areas here. Now, our colonists can go outside. They will adjust their behavior somewhat. Did we reinstall that statue yet? No, no one's still... What are you guys doing out? What are y'all doing out here? You guys got to get to work. I'm salty about the fact that no one has reinstalled our new artwork. Anyway, back to what I was doing, though. We got to define some areas here. So we currently have a safe area, which is this an animal area? I don't remember. Safe. Are you for animals or people? You know what? Let's just scrub it then. We'll do a new animal area, and we'll rename this Veterinary Hospital, I think. So what are we going to do? We're going to define an animal area so that we can put our animals in it and keep them safe. So veterinary hospital, we'll just make it the same as our regular hospital, because, you know, that's maximum sanitary right there. What do you keep your sick and wounded animals? Oh, you know, in the hospital, same place we keep our sick and wounded people. Works pretty well, you know, except for the infection and the transmission of diseases. That's how we all got swine flu last winter, but yeah, you know, it is what it is. Sometimes you got to get the swine flu. I'm a little worried about having to feed Rick all winter. I had not anticipated Rick being a part of the colony and requiring simple meals all the damn time. It's actually kind of suboptimal. We should also have Marie. Marie, what are you doing right now, actually? Oh, right, the curtain wall. We should have somebody out hunting, if possible. Let's go see what these traders have available, too. Who's our social maven? Flores, you are? All right, here. Flores. Oh, you're sleeping. Flores is sleeping. I don't want to wake him up. Crusty, here, go talk to this guy. Just go see what the bulk goods trader has. The toxic fallout is really inconvenient. It really is. We do also need to set up like a feeding area in here. So let's put a storage zone. Okay, we'll do a small stockpile. I think Rick can eat people food. And the boomalope, I would really rather just let it go. You know what? The boomalope I might just let stay outside and die in the toxic fallout because I don't really care. Oh, this is not a tame boomalope. This is just a boomalope that lives here? This boom rat isn't even tame. I thought this was a tame boom rat. Wait a minute. Are you tame? No. You're actually not even a tame boom rat. Otherwise, you wouldn't have the tame option. What do you just chill? Oh, okay. So this is basically just a rat that lives in our house. And we've been like, oh, I'm sure, you know, he seems like an okay chap. Don't really need to mess with him. I'm sure he's fine. I'm a little salty about it. Anyway, we want to do a storage, one stockpile here, and what are we going to allow? I guess meals? We'll allow simple meals here. Just simple meals. Okay, no, clear all. This allows only simple meals. And we will set its priority to be... I mean, I don't really want them out. Got important priority here. Alternatively, you know what the easier solution is to this? I was thinking about just making a stockpile so Rick could have his own food, but there's actually an easier solution to this. Just take safe, the zone that we, and just include the freezer. We're going to have to live inside with the pigs in the winter so they don't freeze. We're coming at this from, like, we're going to have to be just like a Knight's Tale. Oh, Shannon Sosaman, I love you so much that I would sleep inside in the winter with the pigs so that they don't freeze in order to just to be with you. That's how much I love you, Shannon. All right, so we're on with the trader. What do we have that the trader will take away from us that we don't want? None of our food. Food all stays with us. Where did we get chicken eggs? We have 43 unfertilized chicken eggs? Good. Components, cloth. No, we're keeping that. We got a lot of beaver skin. Gonna hang on to that. 3 boomalope leather is never gonna do us any good. Let's get rid of that. 8 hair leather. Never gonna do us any good. Let's get rid of that. Pig skin. That we're gonna hang on to. Raccoon leather. That we'll hang on to. Rat leather. No need for that. Squirrel skin. No need. The turkey leather. We do hunt turkeys. Herbal medicine. We only have 1 of. I'd love to get more. Do you sell herbal? You do have herbal medicine for sale. Interesting. You've also sell us a smoke leaf joint. We've got plenty of steel. He has some uranium. We have smoke leaf leaves that we could sell, but I'd prefer to not. Those are kind of for our entertainment pleasure. We're down to... Who's been drinking our beer? I specifically forbade that beer. That beer was for the wedding. Drinking my damn beer. All right. Here, take these goat hide pants. A gazelle leather duster. Oh, this guy has a bunch of clothing. Do you want to buy any of my other stuff? Nope. You don't want this, any of, like this sweet pump shoddy? You don't even want that? What about my small sandstone sculpture? You don't? Okay, fine. Man, this guy's, for a bulk goods trader, kind of sucks. I really would like to pick up some herbal medicine. You know what? Let's buy a little herbal medicine. It's really expensive. For this item, the price is expensive. Yeah, the one thing I'm interested in is actually the one thing that he has that's really expensive. This price is cheap for hops, but still more than I want to pay. Herbal medicine is the only thing I want, though. Let's pick up... I'm going to do, like, 5 herbal medicine. That really kind of gets rid of our entire stockpile of available cash, though. Still, I feel like it's worth it. It's better to have or need medicine and not, or have medicine and not need it than to need medicine and not have it. So we're going to be inside for most of the winter then. I really would like to keep our colonists out of the... Rick, buddy, what are you doing wandering around the toxic fallout? No, got to go to the veterinary hospital, dude. This is why we established the veterinary hospital. I don't know what you're doing, but... And also, don't walk through our traps, dumbass. Oh, it's probably because the veterinary hospital did not include a pathway there. Yeah, but that's probably what it was. Stay in the veterinary hospital, Rick. We will get rid of this boom rat, even with through no action of our own. It'll just happen. We got to get these turrets online and this conduit built, but we also need to keep an eye on Marie's health. All right, hold on a second. We got some cargo pods. What's in them? Nothing? Oh, they probably just haven't landed yet. There we go. What's in the actual cargo pods, though? Megatherium wool would be useful. You know what? Yeah, we'll go haul that. Otherwise, it's gonna just... Yeah, you know what? No. I rescind that. I don't want somebody getting toxic fallout and dying of radiation sicknesses. We cannot afford to lose a colonist. And a bunch of wool that we could only theoretically maybe eventually make into clothing is worth it. It doesn't feel like it's worth it. A local rat has gone mad and attacks everyone it sees. Okay, I think it's probably going to get killed by those traders, so I'm not really going to worry about it. We do have to keep an eye on Marie's health, though. See, she's already got a buildup of toxic fallout. Which means we may have to restrict people indoors, too. They really want me to come out here and check out all these cargo pods, though, huh? What fell out of this one? Drugs? Drugs. You know what? Those drugs? No. I don't need drugs that badly. Now, you keep your drugs. That's fine. Perfidious Pete says no to drugs. Say no to drugs, kids, especially if you have to go out into the radioactive wasteland to get them. Not worth it. And those guys did kill that rat for us. Nice job, guys. I appreciate the help. Thanks. Saves me the trouble. Flores is... You know, Flores, I'd be a little salty about the fact they're eating my last fine meal, but honestly, you cooked it, so... If you made it, you're entitled to the last... It's like, you know, if you make the brownies, you're entitled to the last brownie. That's how it works. If you bake the brownies, you're entitled to eat the last one. Why is my smoke leaf just sitting outside rotting? No, I don't. It's frozen and it won't spoil because it's cold as shit outside. Speaking of which, how... It's 40 Fahrenheit in here. Why is nobody building any of this stuff? Why are these not getting built? Marie, you're our constructor. What are you building? Oh, she's working on the curtain wall, probably. She's working on the turrets. Never mind, Marie. I rescind that. I am not going to reprimand you for actually working on the turrets. They are, in fact, more important. I do want this smoke leaf, though, inside. Does that plant matter? Smoke leaf leaves, yeah. Those need to be put here. Don't leave the dope outside in the radioactive fallout. Then when you go to smoke up a fat blunt, you're rolling up a big old doob. You smoke it, you inhale alpha particles, and then you get fucking lung cancer and die. I mean, lung cancer is a risk if you're just smoking cannabis in and of itself, too. That's also a thing, but radioactive cannabis is probably dramatically worse for you from a health standpoint. What is this heater set to? 70 Fahrenheit. Why is it so cold in here? I mean, I know there's a cold snap, but it's only 4 degrees outside. Is that all the better our heater can do? We may need to invest in other heaters. I mean, we sort of have invested in other heaters. We're just waiting for them to get built. So here's our vent. Goes here, vent goes here, vent goes here. And there's our ventilation system for planned fire brigade. We definitely have more than enough steel. What is this? Oh, that's our beer. We're down to 1 beer. Is our beer just rotting? Is that what's happening? Have we just been leaving our beer outside and it slowly rots away? Or have people been drinking it? Because that beer is forbidden. We're down to 1 beer. Oh, great. It's Crusty and Silver's wedding and we're down to our last beer. Fantastic. They're going to have to split it. Well, I mean, at least Rick showed up. Did you bring a gift, Rick? Oh, great. There's a raid during the wedding. Looks like they appear to use sappers to tunnel around my defenses. Fantastic. So they sent a team of sappers to kill us during the wedding. This is going to be the greatest, most shootingest, brawlingest, bashingest wedding of all time. This guy's got a pump shotty. What do you got? Some frag grenades. That's real bad. Got a pistol. Got a survival rifle. These are all fairly poor quality. If these guys wait around long enough before they attack, speaking of which, are they waiting? They may just die from toxic fallout. The marriage ceremony for Crusty and Silver has been called off. They canceled the wedding. Probably because there was no beer. Why did it get called off, though? They're still engaged, right? I mean, she really loves... Yeah, they're still engaged. Their wedding just got canceled because of these pirates are motherfucking sons of bitches. You pirate bastards. All right. That's how it's going to be, huh? No, that's fine, pirates. That's fine. These people are madly, deeply, truly in love. And what do? Wait until their wedding and you come up here getting all rowdy, causing a ruckus? This is not going to end well for you, pirates. This is not going to end well for you. Nobody messes with Crusty Cornelius' wedding. Well, that's right, Pete. Boy, I tell you what, I ain't ever been so damn salty. Was looking forward to marrying the love of my life, Silver, and now getting a bunch of no-good, corn-swaggling claim jumpers coming onto my salt mine. Time for them to die, Pete. And I'm telling you, they're going to die. They're going to die slow. They're going to die horrible. They're going to die ugly. This is it, Pete. I'm as angry as I've ever been. I'm gonna make this one last. I'm not just gonna kill him, Pete. Oh no, that'd be too good for him. I'm not just gonna kill him. I'm gonna make him suffer. All right, so Sappy, I want you over as like by yourself as you can get because you're wielding fucking frag grenades. I don't want you near anybody else. Marie, I want you posted up here with the sniper rifle. Crusty, you're our main man. Let's get you in the middle. Silver, I have to assume you're looking for a little payback a la the bride from the Kill Bill here. You got to go full Uma Thurman on these cats. When they come running in, you wreck their shit. Flores, where you going? Oh, gonna go stand right behind Silver, huh? Yeah, likely story. Now that the wedding's off, Flores is like, oh, now's my chance. Where the hell are these guys going? It said they were trying to tunnel around my defenses, but I'm not sure which way they're trying to tunnel. Are you gonna try to tunnel in here? I don't know if that's gonna work. I mean, that's a long way to tunnel through stone. That's exactly what they're going to try to do. All right, well, if that's your strategy, I mean, first off, it's a pretty good strategy, I'm not going to lie. Second off, I mean, we'll fight you in here, too. This way I don't even have to stand out in the toxic fallout, I guess, so there's that. We'll come in here. You want to bust through this wall, dog? Oh, he's ripping a hole in my base, too. You son of a bitch. All right, guys. We got to get in, like, the best possible defensive positions. Sappy, I can't have you throwing grenades in the house, though. That's a recipe for disaster. So, you know what? You got to go hide in this bedroom, and the event of all-out catastrophe, I may have you come a-running. Marie, I want you here in the walk-in cooler. Silver... Oh, wait, I want you in the walk-in cooler because you got the gun. Marie, I want you here. Post up behind the bed. Silver, get in the walk-in cooler. Anybody comes in, get ready to club them. Flores, take cover behind, I guess, the table. Tip it over, action movie style, and get ready, guys. They're digging in. Get ready to shoot. This is really tense. These sappers, I did not expect them to try and tunnel through solid rock. We're going to have to fill this hole in, too. Minor break risk. Flores, why are you upset? I mean, we might as well check Flores' needs. Tons of joy, low expectations. He's in a moderate amount of pain and very tired. Well, that's the muscle parasites or whatever he's got going on. Start shooting, dogs. Silver, go bash his... Go bash, he's always out! What is he doing? He's trying to dig into the bedroom to get at Sappy? Bash his brain in. Don't shoot Silver. Guys, you got to stop with the Silver shooting. Silver, come on, bash his skull in. You're a melee champ here. There you go. Okay, the frag grenade guy is down. That actually makes me quite happy. Keep shooting. Krusty's getting whooped on, though. Guy is down. All right, 1 man to go. Kill the surgeon. Tori. Bash Tori Spelling's eyes out. She looks like Admiral Akbar. If you crush her skull, her eyes are going to pop right out of there, and it's going to look really neat. Come on. Bash her 8. There you go. Are you fleeing, Ishmael? He's fleeing in panic. All right. So, disaster averted. And it seems like maybe we're going to have to try and build up our defenses in a little different fashion. First thing we got to do, though, we got to plug this hole. So, let's get furniture out. Man, here it is. This is the perfect Crusty Cornelius. Poor Silver. On her wedding day, she had to go crush 3 men's skull. Oi, Pete, you know what? It was a bit of a rip-roar, I gotta say. I thought first that me wedding getting cancelled would be a girl's worst nightmare, but you know what? Follow it up with the opportunity to bash a man's eyes out of his head, and it's actually a pretty fine shindig. Yeah, Pete, now you see, that's why I love her. Sure, the wedding got canceled off, but we can get married whenever he wants. Not every day you get to crush a man's skull with the club. Ooh-ha, that's damn good fun time. She bashed their eyes out, and I shot him in the empty eye socket. Oh, Pete, it's a match made in heaven. I'm glad everything worked out for the best. We did get our wedding canceled, but you know what? All things considered, I think it could have gone worse. So let's fill this hole up so that we don't have people trying to tunnel into our base in this fashion anymore. We're going to bulk up this wall since it does seem to be the weak point. Marie should probably get on that. Also, a lot of corpses in the old abode here, so let's do something about that. Like, first off, strip them, because we have everybody wearing tattered clothes, and maybe these guys have some nicer stuff we can steal. Also, somebody needs to go flip this switch, because the turret doesn't really need to be armed right now. Okay, who's hurt? Crusty, how'd you come out of this? We gotta check everybody's health. Crusty, okay, Crusty basically got in a fist fight. He's fine. Silver, how'd you do, though? Was it basically just fist fight for you two? Got some bruises from fists? That's fine. I think you guys are the only ones who even got hit, right? Initial toxic buildup, and I mean, that's going to happen. Flores has still got his parasites. Sappy, great work, pal. You really helped defend the colony there. I'm really proud of you. Marie, Flores, you guys can both be undrafted. Silver, I was almost certain we shot you once. Did you not get? No, you appear to have avoided, okay, in bulleting. I'm proud of you. Marie, I need you to get up here and start prioritizing working on slate wall. Let's get the time cranked back up. We do need to watch out for toxic fallout. Crusty and Silver are going to go get a little treatment here. Flores is going to check in for his intestinal parasite treatment, I'm assuming. I can't but notice nobody's still moved those beds. We're trying to move our hospital. Nobody will help us relocate. How am I ever supposed to make it Washington General or wherever the cast of Grey's Anatomy takes place if nobody will actually build a friggin' hospital? Actually, I want to cancel this. Cancel that. Marie, I still need you to prioritize working on slate wall. Not cleaning the blood of Chav. Oh, wait a minute. Was this guy's name is Chav? Gina Tactician, Tony Surgeon, Tamara Escapee. For a second there, I thought it said prioritizing cleaning the blood of Chav, and I thought, how perfect would it have been if our Cockney Scullion crushed a Chav's brain? That's like the most British sentence of ever. The Cockney Scullion crushed the Chav's brains after he invaded her home. If only we could get a frying pan for Silver, that would have been like the perfect storytelling moment. You cancel her wedding, and what does she do? Smashes people's brains in with a fucking frying pan. Oh. It's like every Emily Bronte novel I always wanted to read and never got to. How's the weather? It's actually warmed up a bit. Did the cold snap end? It seems like the cold snap must have finally ended. I know this is unroofed and toxic fallout is happening. This is very bad. Also, Marie, seriously though, you got to be working on this. Prioritize working on slate wall. We cannot have an unroofed building while toxic fallout is happening. You have one priority, and that is making sure this is roofed. Cold snap, toxic fallout, unroofed 1. We still have 1 square that's unroofed. This is another really irritating part. That's actually another really hideously irritating factor about this whole raid. What did they do? They waited till toxic fallout and then they tore our damn house down. They're like, fuck it, we aren't going to be able to kill them because they're too well defended. But you know what we can do? We can blow their house up and just let the fallout do the dirty work. That's really cheap, guys. I mean, you got to kind of admire the AI's thinking on that one. It's clever. It's cheap as hell, but it's clever. Marie, no, sorry, you still can't sleep. I know you want to sleep. I know you're tired, but you just can't do it. You got to build these walls first. We got to get the roof on so that we don't all die from toxic radiation. It still has one tile unroofed. Where is the unroofed tile? It's got to be over here somewhere. Actually, I think it's that one. So continue building this slate wall. I'm sorry, Marie. I know you're desperate to sleep, but no. Prioritize building roofed area. You're going to die in your sleep if you don't finish that. Actually, I think we got it roofed. We may have finished enough of the roof to get it covered. I believe we are roofed now. It says indoors. It doesn't say unroofed. The temperature is also going up slightly. No. Silver's fully healed. How's everybody doing from a toxic fallout perspective? Initial. Muscle parasites. You're good. Initial. Okay, so Crusty and Silver. Look at this. The family that kills together and buries together stays together. It's just a beautiful thing. It warms my heart. Their wedding gets interrupted by a band of murderous pirates. They join together, not only in the bonds of holy matrimony, but in the bonds of just bloodthirsty murder, and then to wrap it up by, burying their foes together. It's really a beautiful moment, guys. It really is. Krusty's picking up the herbal medicine that we left out in the toxic waste. That's a good idea, Crusty. Better we don't use that medicine after it's been lying around in toxic fallout for who knows how freaking long. Also, did we not move this statue yet? The statue is still not getting moved. Who's supposed to be prioritizing hauling, and why are they not doing it? Everybody has hauling at a 2. Somebody should be moving that damn statue. Not Sappy, though. I mean, he's got to maintain his war on dirt. His unceasing battle. Colonists are gathering to celebrate Crusty and Silver's marriage. Okay, so the wedding's back on, and this is sort of the perfect colonist needs treatment. Flores, you know what, buddy? You're going to have to wait. I know you're slaving over a wedding feast, but Crusty and Silver, today's the day they're getting married, and I can't help but notice that our one beer has gone the way of the dodo. What happened to our one beer? Did it rot, or did somebody drink it? But come on, Crusty, Silver, gather together. Flores looks like he's the one who's going to be presiding over the shindig. Beginning their marriage. Everybody come and let's see the happiest moment of our lives, and this time, no pirates to show up to ruin the thing. Flores can't even bring himself to watch. He's so heartbroken. He's just going to go check into the hospital. I'm sorry, Flores, but you knew this day was coming, buddy. You knew this day was coming. Crusty and Silver have married. Colonists are now celebrating the occasion. Fantastic. It's party time. And it's been a beautiful day here on the Rimworld. A beautiful day. And it's where I'm going to wrap things up. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot. And if you'd like to see the marital bliss of Crusty and Silver as they begin their lives together as pirate murdering man and wife, you might consider subscribing as well. We post new episodes of Rimworld, and a boom rat has just exploded. He died from toxic waste and exploded, but, I mean, that was a short-lived problem. But if you'd like to see more spontaneous boom rat explosions, you might consider subscribing as well. I know I said that a second ago, but we post new episodes of Rimworld every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Right now, though, thanks very much for watching. It's time for the honeymoon. I think we should probably give Crusty and Silver Crusty and Crystal, rather, a little bit of privacy here. So, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.